Hey, it's your girl, Coach Carmelle. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if this is the first time that you've stumbled upon this channel and you're not yet subscribed, and hit that notification button while you're at it so that every time I do come online live, you're notified and then you jump on. I'm on my way to 1,000 subscribers and I'm excited that you get to be a part of it. Now, before I continue to talk about, just because you can live with sugar addiction doesn't mean you have to. Before I talk about that, I also want to mention that I am having a masterclass and you are invited. All you have to do is register. I didn't get a chance to do it yet, but I will be putting, this is live and it's going to hit on replay. So it's going to be there by the time most people watch this anyway. It's in the description. The link to register to my masterclass is in the description. It is Savvy and Sugar-Free, my 5 steps to how I finally conquered sugar addiction. But first, I had to actually reverse my prediabetes diagnosis. So this is 5 steps how I reversed my prediabetes diagnosis and finally quit the white stuff. All right, so see you on November 25th, Monday, November 25th at 6:30 p.m., where I discuss all of that. Now I want to talk about very quickly, I'm not going to take that much of your time, but just because we can live with sugar addiction doesn't mean we have to. So going back to my story, I remember when I realized that I was actually addicted to sugar, I didn't think much of it. And I just didn't think much of it. The worst thing that can happen, I felt, when it came to being addicted to sugar, having these immense sugar cravings that I was always satisfying, was the fact that, oh, let me turn this off. My ignition was on. Just turned it off so we could talk. The main thing that I thought that all of that did was give me bad teeth. I didn't really, and maybe some weight gain, but I was always exercising. So weight gain wasn't even an issue for me. Like I wasn't even worried about that part. I could always exercise it off. So I thought, right? But I just thought that, oh, okay, so I might get a cavity or two and I'll just get the cavities filled. If I have to pull a tooth, which I don't want to, but if I have to pull a tooth, I'll pull a tooth. I'm not giving up my sugar, my candy, my cakes, chocolate, gum. I didn't want to give any of that stuff up. So I'll deal with the cavities, right? I'll just make sure that I have a good dentist and I make sure that I have a good dental insurance program. But it's so much more than that. And I was going to come to soon learn that it was much more than that. Prediabetes, diabetes, I was actually diagnosed with the prediabetes, and it also caused, it was implicated in my high cholesterol, definitely implicated in my fatty liver disease that I had developed. And all of those matter. And they can take years off of my life if gone unchecked. If I'm sitting there thinking, oh, I can live with this. I can live with this. How, Carmelle? By taking drugs for the rest of your life to control your prediabetes. And when your pancreas and other organs start to fail, dialysis. Really, Carmelle? Can you really live with that? Of course I can. I can live with any of it because modern medicine allows it. Is it in my best interest? Will I have the quality of life that I want to? Will I be able to travel like I want to? Pick up and go to a family function, party, barbecue, theater? Will I be able to go out to restaurants like I want to? So what's it all worth? And is living being restricted from doing the things that I want to do because I'm on a certain time restraint when it comes to my medication? Maybe because I'm on dialysis and I can only function a few days out of the week. Like it all leads to what? Maybe my prediabetes gets develops into full-blown diabetes, and now I'm taking insulin shots. Maybe I face an amputation. So can I really live with sugar addiction? Am I just fooling myself? I was just fooling myself until I got diagnosed. And I realized that there were major things at play. I became diagnosed. I went whole food plant-based, and taking that deep dive into plant-based lifestyle, that's when I learned how detrimental sugar actually is. Carmelle, it's a lot worse than just a few cavities, right? I ran across a friend who told me that she was diabetic. And I asked her, I was just like, we were just having a conversation. I'm like, but you're not diabetic. She says, yes, actually, I was diagnosed with diabetes. I said, oh, well, you could reverse that. She was just like, it runs in my family. It was almost like she had resigned herself to that fate. And I was like, no, you know that you don't have to live with this, right? Many people don't know. Many people don't know that diabetes is not a life sentence, or any other chronic conditions for that matter. Hypertension, things, fatty liver disease, they're not a life sentence, and it can actually be reversed. And it could be reversed in the fastest way by adopting a whole food plant-based lifestyle. That's what did it for me. And now I'm in the clear. I'm 50 years old. I don't take not one medication. Not one. Meanwhile, more people my age have 2, 3, or maybe even 4 medications, right? And it doesn't have to be. So that's the only thing I wanted to share with you all today. Just because you can live with a chronic condition doesn't mean you have to. Meanwhile, subscribe. Share this with anybody that you think that might need to hear this message. Subscribe, get notified every time I do come on here live, and look for the link in the description to my masterclass. My masterclass happening on Monday, February 25th. February 25th. February? That's what happens when you get me live. November 25th at 6:30 p.m. Ciao, ciao. See you tomorrow.